I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, the 22nd of April. Dynamic storm on the way, late April. You know what that means. A severe weather risk for much of the Deep South. A lot of questions. We'll see if we have some answers for you. Let's go to the Skycam shots. Obviously, today we are in great shape. That's a look from Birmingham's Daniel Building, looking north from the 20th Street skyscraper there, and it's a sunny spring afternoon. Readings are up there around 80 in most spots. From Mount Cheaha, that looks awfully appealing, doesn't it? Beautiful spring day there, looking right down the spine of the Talladega Mountains. And another Alabama treasure, the Gulf Shores Skycam is seen from the Phoenix All Suites on a sunny day on the Alabama Gulf Coast. Well, there you go. You can't miss that. Incredible storm out there over the southwest, and that will be moving east, tapping moisture from the Gulf and setting the stage for some severe weather problems for the plains and the southeastern states in coming days. At the moment, things are quiet, not too many advisories, but we'll see that thing lighting up in coming days. Let's check the convective outlooks for the rest of today and tonight. There's the standard slight risk of severe weather, large part of West Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, the plains of Colorado. Tomorrow, as expected, there has been an upgrade now. There is a moderate risk, that's an enhanced risk of severe weather for cities like Shreveport and Monroe, Louisiana, places like El Dorado, Arkansas, and Greenville, Mississippi. And surrounding that, the standard risk runs all the way from the Gulf Coast of Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi up into Nebraska, Iowa, and Illinois. And you can see within the probabilities, the really enhanced 30% bracket goes all the way from Louisiana and Texas up into the upper Midwest, and 45% probabilities there over Arkansas and Louisiana. That's pretty amazing. That means there's almost a 50-50 chance you'll see severe weather within 25 miles of any given point. That is a very high number. And then on day 3, which is Saturday, we are involved in that big risk, and we are right in the middle of that. There's the probabilities, and the enhanced 30% probabilities are right over Alabama, Mississippi, and the western half of Tennessee. And obviously, it's a significant risk. And on day 4, which is Sunday, the risk moves on to the east. That includes southeast Alabama, Dothan, down into Florida, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, and up the Atlantic coast to near the mouth of Chesapeake Bay. And the QPF chart, rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week at 7 o'clock. The bullseye, Cullman, Alabama, 3.6 inches there. So in addition to the severe weather threat, heavy rain, a threat as well. We'll peek at the modeling here. This is the 12Z GFS, the global forecast system, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. There's your big storm out west. Down below that, the surface low is developing over the plains of Colorado, and what develops could be pretty rough over the eastern half of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and points north. Saturday, starting off the weekend, very favorable severe weather look right there. Deep upper low just off to the west, very good diffluence aloft. That helps the upward vertical motion of the atmosphere. And down below that, the GFS depicting a surface low near Wichita, Kansas, with widespread rain and storms here. And understand now, we're not going to know the mesoscale layout of this thing until tomorrow evening or tomorrow night, really. It looks like it's going to start raining Saturday morning, and a lot of people have events planned. The rain could start early in the day Saturday. Will it rain all day? No, but it could rain a pretty good chunk of the day. We'll check the NAM. It's got a secondary surface low developing around Vicksburg, Mississippi, that will be moving northeast. And again, that will add to the ability for the winds to back in the low levels, which adds to the change of wind direction with altitude, the helicity. And again, we think that will certainly set some updrafts into motion there. Then we'll go to Saturday night at just after midnight. This is 1 a.m. A very deep surface low north of Louisville with the band of storms coming through here. And then by Sunday, we'll be in great shape. Again, for race weekend, Saturday's your problem day. Sunday for the big race, the Aaron's 499 at Talladega will be fine. Look at some severe weather parameters, instability values. And if there's any one question mark here, it's this. And again, you can see that we've got a fair amount of instability, but not great amounts. This is valid Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. Instability values are under 1,000 joules here, with the better values back off to the south and west, but certainly that is sufficient to support severe weather with a very dynamic system. Helicity values are sky high, and that's the problem. This is the lowest level, 0 to 1 kilometer. And again, that certainly means some rotating updrafts, especially for the discrete storms that get out ahead of the main line. Significant tornado parameter. Maxed out from near Birmingham down to Meridian. This is valid Saturday night at 10 o'clock. And look at the supercell composite index, and again, numbers are sky high. Peek at the sounding real quick. This is the forecast sounding for Birmingham, valid at 7 o'clock Saturday evening, and the numbers are awfully high. The surface-based CAPE on this sounding is running well over 1,000 joules, 1,100. And you can see the veering of the wind there. And finally, the Craven Index. This is the Brooks-Craven Severe Weather Composite, a composite of helicity and instability. And again, numbers are sky high. So we think the main window for severe weather in the state, I'd say maybe as early as 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon in the west, running until maybe 3 a.m. in the east. Now, remember, it's going to start raining well before that. The rain could begin early Saturday morning, but in terms of the tornado severe weather threat, we'll say 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. And everybody will need to have a good source of weather information. Could be a significant outbreak, and with these kind of numbers, that means potential for violent long-track tornadoes. And we don't say that to scare anybody. We just say that to let you know that you need to be in a place to hear warnings. All right, next week, Monday, still got troughing over us, and that's suggesting maybe some moisture trapped with that over Tennessee and maybe a shower for Huntsville. We'll leave it dry down here. Tuesday looks dry. Wednesday of next week, again, a little moisture north of us, but that looks pretty dry. Thursday, a week from today, another big trough out west. Look at the low coming out of there over Nebraska. That could be another severe weather setup for areas west of the state, but really, in this case, the model wants to kind of keep the ridge in place across the Deep South and hold the energy back. That's a Friday of next week. And then May 1st, the next day, you can still see we've got ridging here with the trough holding back. But that's way out there, and this could change. There's a look at the May 1st look, and that looks like we could see showers. But in terms of any severe weather, more than likely that would be off to the west. Quickly, at the end of the forecast on May 8th, shortwave storms, but again, we all know that could change. So that's it for this Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.